Welcome back to another episode of Spank Ranch Garage. Tonight we are talking skid steer buckets. I got two of these in a trade and I want to fix them up and sell them so I can buy other things because I don't need 3 buckets. Anyway, this is a 60-inch OEM Bobcat bucket and it's in really nice shape. It's got very low hours on it. Cutting edge looks really good. However, it was from a demolition company. They welded this single tooth on the front with like an excavator bucket cutting edge here. So this makes it a little awkward to sell. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off, clean this thing up and paint it, and we'll see if we can get decent money for it. After that, I got one more bucket to go. I haven't inspected that one yet, so I don't know what shape it's in. I don't know if you can just do this or not. Probably shouldn't. The bore sizes are pretty wrong, but yeah, you only live once, so. But yeah, now. Do everything right all the time, you never have any fun. That's a pretty excessive run out there. It'll wear itself around eventually. Probably do a little better than that even. Alright, so it's like 2 days later. I ran out of time on this project, cutting that tooth off. So got a couple free minutes here. I'm gonna get this thing cut off, get this bucket prepped, get it painted, get it sold. I went ahead and laid some beads where my saw blade touched the cutting edge. I'm going to grind that flat. That way there's no crevices here. You might think, wow, that's a huge waste of time. Well, you should see what these people on Facebook Marketplace are sending me. I mean, it's a piece of construction equipment and it's like, oh my God, are there any scratches, dents? It's absolutely ridiculous. Look, no scratches. Woo. All right, screw painting this. I was thinking I was going to, but then I'm like, no. Too much work, not worth the money. Look at this bro dozer. Oh my God. I'm just gonna sell this as is. So I'm gonna take a couple pictures and I'm gonna grab another bucket from the yard and we'll go over that one and see what we think of it. right, so this is a 67-inch bucket. Not sure what brand it is, who made it. I'll pull it off and see if there's a tag on the back. But anyway, it's also in really good shape. You know, this cutting edge has more wear on it than the other one, but plenty of life left. No thin spots, just some surface pitting, surface rust, whatever. But you take some pictures of this one. Let's get it up on Marketplace as well. Last but not least is the bucket that I'm keeping. And this is a 60-inch, but it's not very tall. It's more of a grading bucket. I like it because I can see the cutting edge from in the cab, and I think it just does the job for like the kind of homeowner maintenance crap that I do. I mean, it really, you know, I move stone a couple times a year when I got to touch up the driveway, but other than that, I'm just moving dirt, making crappy dirt bike jumps and whatever. So I think this bucket is perfect for me. It's also very beat up, which is good because I like my stuff crappy. I mean, you can see here, this cutting edge was gone long ago. I mean, this bucket took a whooping with no edge on it. So I welded a new edge on. I used to have a bolt-on edge. It's totally blown out. So welded one on. She's nice and square again. You know, put these corner things on here, reinforcements, whatever. And then I also built this tooth bar for it because this skid steer is kind of light up front. I mean, the tracks really help, but before the tracks, it didn't want to dig well, and I got to tear up a lot of sod and stuff like that. So this tooth bar is pretty sweet. Takes 2 minutes to put on. Just 4 bolts. Come out with a wrench and impact gun, hammer the thing on, crack a cold one. But anyway, I think the removable tooth bar is the way to go, especially because I don't do this professionally. I just maintain my property with it. It's nice to have a bucket that you can dig and grade with for basically the price of one and the storage space of one. Another thing, maybe I should have made a video of fabricating this, but originally I figured a bolt-on tooth bar would be so weak because I'm like, oh, there's 2 bolts up here, that thing's weak. But that's not how it works. It actually, these cast tooth brackets totally encompass the factory cutting edge of the bucket on the bottom and the top. So I welded this 1/2-inch plate between them to hold them all together, but it actually clamps the entire bucket and it's tapered. So this thing fits really well. I mean, there's no play. It is just solid metal on metal. You set this thing on here, hit it with a sledge once or twice, get it set in position, drive the bolts through. It's one with the bucket. You're not going to bust a tooth off of this. You're not going to have teeth flopping around. You know, that's kind of what I was expecting looking at them online, but until you build one, you really see how beefy these things are. That wraps up another episode of Spank Ranch Garage. If you guys have any questions about skid steer buckets, fixing them, repairing them, selling them, let me know. I probably don't know the answer. Definitely not the right answer, but I can help point you in the right direction maybe. Anyway. Thanks for watching, and see you later.